Hey there, Chandler here, and I want to share with you a really stupid, easy way that you can take your strength and take your flexibility to the next level with a very simple daily practice. It's something I use every morning. I recommend all of my students go through every morning, and it won't take you more than 10 minutes. That's the beauty of it. So what we're going to do is make sure that each of our joints is starting to work the way that a joint should. That is the key to better movement. And so you're going to learn how to do that right here, right now. So what I want you to do is find a comfortable position on the ground. And to start, you're going to think about 4 points on a compass around your head. And you're going to go through a few slow, controlled rotations of your head on your neck. And as you can see, the rest of my body is staying pretty quiet here. I'm simply reaching my head around, trying to connect the dots to each side, and I'm actively reaching into that range of motion. So what I want you to do to start is go through 3 to 5 controlled rotations of the head on the neck. Once you've got that, you're going to take your arms out to the sides, and you'll do the same thing with your shoulder blades. You can think about taking the shoulders up and down to start, and maybe forward and back. But then we're going to see if we can connect those dots and go through controlled rotations of our shoulder blades as well. And again, just like with the head, you'll go through 3 to 5 slow and steady rotations of your shoulder blades. After you have that in place, keeping the arms out to the sides, you'll think about rotating your arm in the socket, as if you could open and close that arm, internally and externally rotating the shoulder joint. Again, you know the magic number, 3 to 5 here. Next step, we're going to take our hand down by our sides with thumb facing forward. I want you to chop that arm up overhead so that your thumb is now pointing backwards. And when you get to the top, you're going to spin your palm open to the side and begin to pull that arm around and behind you, spinning it so that your thumb starts and ends in the same place. And once you've gone through a rotation forward, you can chop that arm backward, reaching your pinky up towards the ceiling. Open the palm out to the side once again to reach it around and in front. And you'll go through this on both arms, a little bit of spin at the arm at the top so we get a bit of clearance in the shoulder, and then take it around the front. So that more or less clears up our upper body, our arms in particular, along with the head. Next, you're going to make your way into hands and knees. And you're going to go through a typical yoga cat-cow. But think about separating your low back from your mid-back from your neck. So you'll start by arching your low back, then arching your mid-back, then arching your neck. And then you'll curl your neck and mid-back and your low back. So you can go through this segmented cat-cow 3 to 5 times as well. Afterwards, you can come back to neutral, and you're going to take one leg out behind you. And I want you to keep that leg straight as you go through it. And then think about spinning that leg within the socket. We're rotating the hip along its axis. And so we're internally, externally rotating the hip, not just flopping the ankle around. We're actually starting this movement at the hip. Again, a few rotations in and out, slow and steady. And then this is the tricky part for a lot of people. We're going to take that hip through global rotations. And to do so, you'll pull that leg forward, take it out to the side, and around the back. All the while trying to keep your pelvis and your back relatively neutral. And so again, we take knee forward, out to the side, and around. And then reverse that, taking the leg back, out to the side, and around. So these rotations, these controlled rotations of the joints they're like turbocharged for all the rest of your strength and flexibility work, because any movement you go through is built on healthy joints first and foremost. We gotta get the brain and body talking to each other a little bit better. And so if you can go through this every day, again, it won't take you more than 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at most if you're really taking your time with it. Within a week, you will notice huge improvements in your range of motion, your ease, even in day-to-day activities. So go ahead and give this a try, and I can't wait to hear what you think of it.